I'll start. And your turn. Your turn.
I will not be playing Renori Kenshin, unfortunately. All right, so this is an interesting matchup. I think probably both players are happy that each opponent they're just going to take very slow. Like the first 3 turns of the game are going to be pretty slow overall. I know Abyss loves it because they do have issues when it comes to dealing with wide boards. So the fact that they don't have to deal with so much stuff early on probably feels really good, because then they can start setting up their board, start going for the discard things. And I know Disdain kind of does have a bit of a slow start. They want to find pieces, they have to find their combo pieces to like start popping off in the mid to late game. So I'm sure both players are very happy with their matchup. Revolving Bellringer here, gonna be hitting Apostle of Disdain, getting it down to 2 health, so it's a 2/2 now. Hopefully being a slightly less effective of a card for your opponent. We're gonna Soul Convert away Bellringer. Surprisingly, look like we're gonna be drawing 3. Maybe the hand not looking too hot here, if these are the type of plays that are happening. Ooh, getting into the Wings of Lust with their last play point. Going to be able to remove the Apostle of Disdain here, which is pretty big in my opinion, I assume. And hopefully they're going to set up a discard here for Israfil if they have an Israfil in hand. Yep, looks like they do have it. Or hopefully high rolling into it off of that draw. Not immediately discarding Israfil, which means they probably don't have it in hand. Yep, they're discarding their Dark Alice. Ooh, they have the alternate art one, the Showdown 2024 version. I wonder if that's the Japanese version or if it's actually an English version. Either way, that art is so good. It almost makes me sad that I have ultimate versions, because I do want to play this card with this art. It's so cute.
Defense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's swinging to your...
All right. Unfortunately, doesn't have Bane because they did not use the effect. I think one thing I've noticed from playing a lot of Abyss is knowing that when is a good time to give it Bane in situations like this, I think is quite important, because it either forces them to use a spell, or he would have lost his what is this called? I always forget. Knuckle Dragon. So I feel that's like a small misplay there, but it's not like the worst in the world here, depending on what is happening here. It's like we're Angelic Sniping away the Knuckle Dragon. All right, the discard's happening. What thing are we hitting here?
This one.
What are we hitting? Oh, another Knuckle Dragon. Not the worst to hit. Imagine if they hit a Galmu. Oh my god. What's kind of nice about this matchup, though, at least for Disdain, is that they do have cards that they just kind of want in the grave, so that Galmu, when she evolves, just has access to those cards to pop off, which is kind of good.
5. Got me. I give her the Rokoni weapon.
her to a 5/6.
5/6.
Pretty awkward to deal with. Unfortunately, Dragon is not down to 3 cards, which means Apostle of Silence isn't going to be able to easily clear that out. I see they do run Soul Dealer, which could pop Galmu there, which would be pretty big. And they do play Silent Purge, so if they get one of those, yep, here it is, Silent Purge. Gonna go ahead, cause them to lose Galmu here, and another random discard, which is pretty big here. That was a really big turn for Abyss here. Causing them to discard the weapon here. Total Domination. I guess maybe it's not a weapon, but the glove. Which is a card normally you want in the grave anyway for Galmu, but them losing their Galmu here is pretty bad. We get Forte Evo face, the classic. We need to start pressuring our opponent's life total because we are losing resources as the Dragon player. And this is definitely a deck that requires usually a couple cards to kind of combo together. Luckily, Galmu can bring back cards though. Some of your Omen cards. Sure, Aura here, making it very awkward.
I'll spend 1 for Wings of Lust. I will spend 1 life to draw a card. And then I will discard.
What are we searching here with Wings of Lust? Or are we just trying to get the... It looks like that looks like a Omen of Silence in hand there. Possibly thinking about just using the Omen of Silence possibly. Get rid of a card, remove Forte here on Evo. Alright, we got another random discard coming here. And the assumption is we're just going to clear out this Forte this way.
I need to discard.
The middle one.
Losing Rika there. Alright, at least nothing is on board. So hopefully, Disdain Dragon can kind of build something from this point forward. I'm sure a topped-up Galmi would be really, really good for them as well. They do play Genesis Dragon, so we could potentially see a top-tick Genesis Dragon for game at some point, which would be really funny.
Apostle of Disdain.
Alright, Apostle of Disdain.
I'll pay 2. Servant of Disdain. Since I'm on overflow, I get to select the Apostle, deal 1 to it and 1 to Servant. So each of them are going to...
Alright, we're going to get a draw here and get the storm damage in.
Apostle is on 3. Servant is on 2. I get 2. Oh, okay. Apostle get 1 attack. And then I'll get 2.
I wonder if we're going to do the Evo here. Evo, discard, hopefully hit 2. I mean, we're in a scenario too where Abyss is kind of, once they take the swing from this, they're in range to just lose a Genesis Dragon. Alright, we're getting the Evo off here. Will they do the discard though?
I'll discard a card. And we'll get to top 5. And get to...
Oh my god, a second one? Dang, that's a really crazy discard, honestly. I feel like you would normally keep the Servant of Disdain, because that card is just so good. But I mean, we're still top decking 2 off of the Apostle of Disdain. And getting a Galmu in hand, that's pretty big. Galmu on its own is just really powerful.
Took damage. Yeah, Storm. So I deal 4.
Putting them to 8.
I'll pass turn.
When you end your turn, I'll Angelic Knight, the servant guy.
No, you get a draw. Oh my god, where's Discord? Really quick, I think you get a draw from that Angelic Snipe because it took damage during your turn. Is that a once per turn thing? Let me double check.
No.
Yeah, during your turn when this takes ability damage, draw a card. So you will, because it happened during the end of your turn. The Angelic Snipe hit it for 2, so you draw a card.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, Soul Dealer coming down and going to be eating up that Apostle of Disdain here.
He had 4, yeah.
This is kind of scary because they do have access to Galmu now, which means they, on Evo, they're going to be able to start pinging face a bit.
How much life does your soldier has? 6 life. I'll spend 5. Galmi.
All right, we got Galmu coming down. Do they have a way to activate it so they can get the free Evo? Because that'll be pretty big. Otherwise, they'll just have to Evo and get something from Grave. Or Cemetery, I think it's called in this game.
I'll spend 1. Disdain full. 1 to my Galmi and 3 to your...
Alright, she's going to be able to Evo for free now because she did take damage, which is very good.
She gets evolved for free. Just do that.
I assume we're just going to grab... if it's Servant Disdain, right? Is like the main target here.
To cause Omen card free. So I'll play Servant. Since
Overflow's active, we'll take a ping and also ping.
being 1 my Galmi.
Yep.
1 my Servant.
Gonna get a draw and then deal 3 damage to our opponent here.
Servant activates. I draw a card.
Or are we gonna just remove the Soul Dealer here? So Gamu taking a damage here. Whenever she does take a damage during your turn through ability damage, you can select the enemy leader or enemy follower and deal it 3 damage. Where are we putting this damage?
World Domination. dies, Galmi activates, you do your life.
Putting them to 3 here. Very scary board to deal with now.
And I pass them.
Israfil off the top would be pretty good here. I think they have enough.
Yeah, every time she takes damage.
I think they are at enough play points now that they can just hard draw Israfil, play it, and then Evo, clear up this board. Or he can't clear up this board actually because there's nothing engaged, but they can at least heal up here. Alright, the second Silent Purge here, removing the Galmu here. That is good. They're going to have to discard a random card here. This is really tough. I don't know if there's a way for Abyss to come back from this state. They definitely have to start hitting like really important cards out of their hand, get them down to 0 card hands here. And hopefully like an Israfil will come out and kind of handle their board. There's a lot of things off the top here that just end the game. What is happening though? How do we end the game here with our opponent only at 3? They do play 3 Rika, so Rika off the top would be totally fine too. Gonna swing in, deal the 3 damage, they heal 2, and then you just swing in with your Servant of Disdain, which I believe is at 2 attack. Yes, it is, so. Forte off the top, always fine too. As long as they have a way to deal with this Punk Devil.
Five. Galmi.
Oh.
2 to Evo. When she Evo, I get to play a 2 card for free. Servant of Disdain. I pay my Galmi and hit you for 3.
Okay.
Burden them out with Galmu. Very powerful there. Well, we gotta at least see the power of the Disdain deck in these last couple games.